Так, всім доброго вечора. Щось ми розпочинаємо далі грати в Hogwarts Legacy. Продовжуємо далі сюжет, проходимо кампанію, дополнительные миссии по возможности. И что ж, у нас следующее задание встретиться с Поппі Добрінг. Так що, не забуваємо підписуватись, ставити лайк, дізайн мікрофона Гратас Гейм. Гарного перегляду. Я думаю, що звідти буде ближче, так на метлі перелетіти.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Подождем.
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rukwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntow Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Так, огонь и злой нрав. Задание началось. Следуйте за Поппи.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
Так.
Poachers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
Стільки ж тих шляпок вже не збирав.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left? Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
Так, а що у нас тут?
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this. How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Rockborough's famous for someone having a pet troll and not much else.
I did always like a polite battle.
Terrificus totalis.
about.
Quiet as a mouse round here. Can't say I mind.
Gah!
What in Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Horntail Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
what Victor was sinking straight in a butt.
Trifficus totalis.
Я там типа не вибив, да?
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Ah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done. One in Merlin. I heard something.
Trifficus totalis.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her odds, shall we? Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. We can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Hello, Hamora. All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
З тим драконом бути.
Yeah, careful! Ramrock will want his dragon in
Potato!
I never never been one for
You like games, do ya?
I shall make much of you.
Incendio.
Leviosa!
Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Leviosa!
No! Arresto!
Oh!
Flipendo!
Whoa! Let me go!
Expelliarmus!
Coward! You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend.
You've made a mistake. I'll check your pockets after you're dead.
Expelliarmus.
You dare slay one of my own. You will fall. Vicious.
Flipendo!
What? Enjoy suffering, do you? Shall we finish what we started? Back for more? Not someone forgot who they were leaving.
Фізично, да. Він коли заходить, блядь, тут дає жити, ніхто не дає.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The elements of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
You haven't had much. You like what my mother used to make? Oh, like heads of lettuce, those mushrooms were. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
Petrificus totalis.
Loud as a troll you are. Show you.
Don't think you'll get it out of here.
Leviosa!
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Confringo.
Leviosa! 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 Damn you! Leviosa!
Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Getting in a bit of practice.
You're the one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. Time to get one.
How nice of you to stop. One less human to worry about.
No one takes one of my own and lives to tell of it.
Seems your heart isn't in this at all.
I've never been one for carnage.
Protego. Defendo. Confringo. Incendio.
You're like, let's get this over with.
Not your best. Shall we finish what we started? Fight back for more.
No!
Incendio.
I will make you
Confringo.
pay.
You don't want to try that again.
You'd be better suited for gun.
No one takes one of mine. Careful not to get hit.
This has to be put in.
Defendo.
You won't escape me.
Expelliarmus. Incendio.
Stupid plant! What sort of person fights with plant? Leviosa!
That ought to warm you up. Overgrown weed.
Incendio.
Get away with that.
Expelliarmus!
I don't go down as easy!
Defendo.
Reducto!
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
Glacius.
Aim for the ring at the front of her restraint.
Arresto momentum. Bombarda. Confringo. Defendo. Incendio.
Getting in a bit of
Expelliarmus.
practice, are we?
Звісно ж, не стоїть цього магія.
Descendo! Accio! This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
Incendio!
This way!
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of...
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Так, добре.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to...
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need. Relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was in.
Confringo!
Блін, а що ж тут робити?
Confringo!
Фіг його знає.
So this is the underground harbour. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
Revelio.
Сука, бачила. Тут монеток вообще тема.
Accio! Confringo!
Defendo.
Confringo!
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
Defender! Confringo!
Вот і загадочка.
It's you! Thank you again for finding my gobstones. I never could have done it.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere. Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
Який?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct! According to Beadle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
Quaffle.
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
True.
Actually, the answer was false.
Не гадав я.
While Polyjuice Potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this. Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
Quaffle.
Owls must be incredibly intelligent. One day, I'll get up.
It's a relief to finally have an answer as to why that portrait was empty.
Who would have thought someone as young as me could save my uncle's life?
I heard Professor Weasley configured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating. Taking owls a bit too literally, if you ask me.
Beautiful.
Goodness.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, time to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
Трансформація.
Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will be here before you know it.
Так, а талантів в мене нема хіба?
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your extended conversation with Mr. Ollivander after you'd obtained your wand, or subsequent search of the owlery, connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Not at all. I enjoy talking to Mr. Ollivander. I'm fascinated by wand law, and I'd never visited the owlery. Bit of a mess.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell.
Since our visit to Feldcroft, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden.
Так,
I'll explain.
Давай назначити.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Ой, далеко.
Something about gobbledygook? It's like a
Bardo of Beaumont should have returned by now.
I thought my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I finally realized what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
We need to see what they're doing, but let's not draw their attention.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
В тіні шахти. Ну йдемо тоді. Хіба я тут не був?
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who tries.
Ranrock's loyalists are out for blood.
Petrificus totalis.
That's something that time.
Oh, this day's gone on too long.
Ідіть звідси, гобліни.
Petrificus totalis.
No witch or wizard will be spared. Huh? Who is it?
Petrificus totalis.
Іди сюди, гоблін.
All of Ranrock's loyalists deserve the same fate. Nice work. This is going well.
We make a good team.
We do at that.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
Perhaps we can find an alternate route up ahead.
Sneaking around has its appeal.
deserve better than patrol duty. Bring me a dozen humans to battle. I'll take them all. Run the other way when they see me, humans do. Every time.
Petrificus totalis.
Could do with a nice mushroom stew about now. You will regret coming here. You're really not very good at this.
Lumos.
There you are. Rather unwise coming back this way.
Incendio.
Let's get this over.
Expelliarmus. Arresto momentum.
I should defeat you no matter how you shake me.
I should have been sure. You won't get away with that.
And the fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Так, тут десь сундучок. Какого хера там робиш?
I should tell you. Rumor is this mine was closed long ago due to an infestation of spiders.
How nice. Nothing I haven't seen before.
That's the spirit.
Доберитесь до входа в шахту.
Most goblins in my family worked in the mines at one time or other.
Wingardium Leviosa.
We must remain unseen.
For better or for worse, we're in.
I won't rest.
Wingardium Leviosa. Descendo.
Fringo!
Depulso. This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider to prey on.
An intruder!
Incendio!
Will lead us to victory!
Confringo! Defindo!
Down!
Expelliarmus!
How childish! I was right not to be worried about you.
Accio!
Rather unwise coming back.
Incendio!
I'll get you for this!
How many Ranrock's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Так, не треба. Степатьяна.
That ledge is awfully high. Any ideas?
Expelliarmus! Incendio!
Так, мені треба туди наверх. Значить, ми беремо магію.
Depulso! Accio! Wingardium Leviosa!
Тут нам магію треба.
Levioso! It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or the soulless eyes, or the venomous fangs, or any number of endearing qualities, really.
Smashing.
Should have thought to conjure stairs. I'll be quieter than a jobberknoll.
Reparo.
Паучиха.
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Defendo.
Confringo!
Incendio. Confringo. Expelliarmus.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's lawyers all but repaired the wall.
Блін, все менше і менше.
Fringo! We've still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome distraction at that.
We have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
You ought to cut back on pudding. Mistook you for
Да,
a
тут
troll the
гоблінів
other
трохи
day.
є.
Wingardium Leviosa.
Hello? It was nothing.
Feels like I've been at this for hours. Not quiet enough.
I feel as though you're not even trying.
Confringo. Incendio. Defendo. Expelliarmus.
Let's get this over with. There you are.
Confringo.
Run white.
Stop! I'm afraid of heights!
Leviosa.
You are postponing the inevitable. Miss me.
Arresto momentum.
I will make you pay. I won't rest until
Confringo. Defendo.
No! I will make you pay.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defender. Levioso. Glacius. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Confringo. We're not finished yet.
It's almost as if
Confringo.
they were waiting.
Incendio. Expelliarmus. Defendo. Glacius. Confringo. Defender. Confringo. Incendio. Defendo.
We certainly cleared the room.
You're not a bad chap for a Slytherin.
For a Ravenclaw, you certainly have a lot to learn. A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Що тут исследовать его?
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more rune symbols.
А де тут ще один цей? Угу.
Confringo. Confringo.
Wasn't expecting that. What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully
Sebastian,
it will help us
I think I
unravel
found
more of
something.
this mystery.
A canvas piece.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels odd.
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganach was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft, and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols? And ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the Keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
now for the moments of truth.
It has to fit. Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble. I know that coast. Ranrock has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area. Morinweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrock. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
A friendly goblin. He wants no part in Ranrock's fight.
A friendly goblin? You know goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you forgotten Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why would I listen to someone so ignorant?
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to stop. Unbelievable.
Так, добре. Так, нам що десь туди? Добре, друзі, на цьому стрімі сьогодні завершуємо, вже будемо проходити завтра, бо зараз трошки втомився ще після роботи. Так що чекайте стрім завтра. З вами був Кратос Гейм, всім гарного дня, всім пока.